I promised you I would do a follow-up from last week's show. If I heard anything different. So here I am. I'm James Lott Jr., this is 50 Plus. I did a video episode last week, so I'm doing another one. Normally this is an audio-only podcast, but I do video sometimes. And I remember last week I was saying my Father's Day. So I said, there's an amendment. So I said, if there's an amendment to it, I will come back on. I'm always honest with you guys. I said, I come back on here and tell you about it. So last week I was telling you how this still stands. On Father's Day, I did not hear from I didn't hear from my one daughter, but she had a caveat. She said I might not hear from her, but I still was like, and my three older grandkids, I hear from them. I heard from my son-in-laws, and they were really sweet. I actually heard from my son-in-law again the next day. He actually went to the mailbox and got his card. And he was like, "Oh, I didn't go. I finally went to the mailbox." And he got his card. So he thanked me. So I heard from the son-in-law twice, the day before and the day after. When I recorded this was on Father's Day at night. After we got off the phone, I posted this. My other daughter called. So, and I told you guys, I think in that one, she's going through some family stuff. So I was like, okay. I said she might be the one who will. Usually she does call or text. So she did. So I ended up talking to her at the end of that. We closed out Father's Day. Talking about some stuff. Well, sad news to report, the next day, her mother died. So she had been sick for the past couple of weeks, and she succumbed to it. So, and I'm able to say this out loud now because the family does know. So they do know. Everybody knows. We just know. They don't watch my shows, but just in case anybody just happens to, they do know. Everybody's in pain, the whole usual stuff about that. But that's all a whole separate show. But I just want to tell you that yes, she did call. We talked on the phone, and it was a good conversation. Also, I want to thank some people who actually validated my feelings, saying that I should feel something, and that I should get a 5-second text or something at least. And I know. And I think part of it is you have to set the precedent. You have to start the tradition, I think. And right now, I'm not going to say anything because they've lost their grandmother, so their grandkids are dealing with the loss of that. So I'm like, this is not even important to me at this point. But one day I might bring it up and just say, it's Father's Day. I'd love a text or something from you guys and see what happens if they do it or not. But I have enough compassion. Like there's a time and place for everything. There is, and I think also when I was watching my own video for last week, I think I'm afraid to allow myself to feel. There are many times when I will make excuses for other people sometimes and justify something, and there is truth in it. There is total truth in it. However, I have feelings too, and I don't allow myself to feel those feelings. It's funny, some people will feel all their feelings, even when it's too much, right? And there are those of us who suppress our feelings because we're trying to be smart. And there's no smarts in feelings. It's a feeling is a feeling, and then you deal with it. However, I like to think I'm evolved on some level that I know psychologically and emotionally and intellectually certain things. But I still have to remind myself I am human. I'm not a robot, and there are feelings. They're out there. That's a lesson for all of us, right? I don't know. So it's just not, this episode will be something totally different, which I'll do that next week. But it's just more of a follow-up, just like this is what happened. I did hear from one person at least. And then we had some tragedy happen the next day. So that's 50 plus for you. That's what happens when you get older. That's exactly what happens. And yeah. I'm James Lott Jr. 50 plus every Tuesday. We have regular episodes. Like, this is like a mini episode. But we'll be back either audio and audio video. I'm deciding yet. Next week, you decide. But make sure you follow the audio podcast on wherever you find your audio podcast. Amazon, Audible, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Deezer, Castbox. We're all over this, Podchaser, everywhere. Follow us, so you'll get every episode for sure. And then, of course, follow this channel, GLJ Media, on YouTube. I will talk to you next time. See you next week.